Hi there, my name is Marky Sparky and today I'm going to show you how to build that Viking ship there behind me. I think this is a very simple and plain design, but it totally gets the job done, and I just love it, especially the roundish shape here. It's just beautiful. And obviously you can change out all the colors and play around with materials. I went for acacia to have a red accent color here and spruce wood for the main body of the ship. And you can decorate it by, well, using these banners here for the shields that are portrayed on these Viking ships. And yeah, or you can just not use them. That also totally works fine. And you can even go totally overboard with these things and do something like that. I think this is a bit too much, but you get the point, right? Be creative. Ah yeah, and obviously you can change out the colors here for the sail and everything. Okay, let's go and start to build. I've put one up here so we can have a look on the full thing without having the water in the way, and we can use this to model after and build one for ourselves. Okay, so we are going to start with the acacia beam down here, and I think we're going to build that all the way around from the head here of the dragon all the way back to the tailpiece, and then we're going to fill everything in between. So we're going to grab our stripped acacia wood here, the acacia stair and slab. That is actually everything you're going to need for that. And the white wool is only there as markers, so every 5 blocks I have a white wool block. So we can easily see that the beam down here is 31 blocks long. So we're going to start with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 30 and 31. So I've put the wool there just as a reference. You do not need that at all. So let's start with the front of the ship and build the dragon's head. For this we're going to grab the stair and put it here in front and a slab in front of that, and have 3 of the acacia beams there, another stair, another beam and another stair. Okay, for now you should have something like this. So 3 wood blocks, 2 wood blocks, and everything closed off here by stairs. Now we're going to add the first vertical piece here in the front. 1, 2, 3 and 4 wood blocks, which is that part here. And I just noticed that I had this one vertically as well. So we're going to do that just like so. Yeah. Okay, and now we're up here already. So this is 2 stair blocks and a vertical wood block there. This one, and that one. And then we're going to build this part here, which is a stair facing in that direction, 2 wood blocks on top, and a stair facing in that direction. And then you already kind of see this S shape that we're going to create here. And now for the dragon's head, you're just going to go and grab your stairs again and place one facing this direction right here, and on top facing one in that direction. And this is going to be the eye here of the dragon head. You top that off with a slab, put a slab right here, and a stair block here on top. And there you go. That is your finished dragon head already. So this being the front of the ship, let's go back to the back of the ship and build the tailpiece. And you actually, I'm going to be honest with you, you can be totally creative here. I just improvised that thing in my original model. I had the head back on the back as well, but you can just have anything here. Have the back again, or have the back turning in the other direction as well as this. Or be creative. But down here we are essentially going to do the same thing as we have done before. by placing the stair, the slab, the 3 beams here, and the stair again, this time with vertical facing wood beams like that, and the last stair piece right here, and then 4 vertical wood pieces like here. So essentially exactly the same thing as we have done in the front. Okay, next off, we're going to place a stair like that, a temporary block like this, to create the vertical wood piece that we're going to need right here. Stair on top, and then the same thing as in the front. Stair like this, so you have this roundish shape back here. Your wood piece on top. Stair facing to the back. And then you're going to need a slab on the upper part of this block like this. And now we want to create this circle, which is a stair facing this direction. So we are going to need a temporary block here and a stair facing this direction. Get rid of the temporary block, and there you have your tailpiece of your dragon. Okay, so this part is done. Now we're going to fill in the rest. Oh, and one thing that I should have totally mentioned in the beginning. If you're going to build this in water, this beam here is going to be 2 blocks below the water surface. Let's just have a look down here. Yeah, you see? So you have your water surface level right here at this stair block, and your original beam is 2 blocks below the surface. This is wrong. And yeah, this is essentially everything that is underneath the water surface. And this is what we're going to build next, actually. For this next part, we grab our spruce stairs and spruce slabs. And we're going to start here in the front by placing down the first stair block on this very block right here, facing this direction. Then we're going to fill that up all the way to the back, where we find the same block. We place the stair there, and then yeah, just going to fill up everything in between with stair blocks. There you go. Now do the same thing on the other side, obviously. And we're done with this part. Now we're going to add these slabs right here, that are essentially the base of the wider part of the ship. And here in front you can see, this is why these wool marker blocks are very, very useful. We're going to place the first slab right here, one behind the second wool block from the front. I hope you get what I mean, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks from the front. And on the 8th we place the slab here. And we're going to fill that to the back, also to the 8th block. So this is 5 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And on the 8th block we are going to have this slab again. 5, 6, 7, 8th block right here, slab here. And we're going to fill everything in between. Same thing on the other side. Done. Okay, now we are going to go one layer above that and start with this stair block here, and then have a full block here on the 3rd, move one out, and then essentially just fill everything until we are back in the front again, or the back. It doesn't matter if you start on the front or the back, it is symmetrical. Okay, so we're starting here on this corner block with a stair facing this direction. Fill it here, then we're going to have a full block here and go out again and fill it with stairs until we reach the point where we have this slab right here. Then we're going to go out and fill it all the way to the back. When you reach the point where this slab is, just go back in again, just like this. Here we're going to have the full block and done. Same thing on the other side. Okay, perfect. So the next layer is this one here, and you see this is a bit different because we have more vertical elements here. So we're going to start with a stair facing this direction, and then we are going to use a few full blocks here to fill up everything. So we're going to start with stair, full block, stair and full block until we reach this point here. So stair and 1, 2, 3, 4 full blocks. Let's do that together. Stair, 2 full blocks, stair, 4 full blocks. Let's do that on the other side. Stair, 2 full blocks, stair, 4 full blocks. Do the same thing here on the back. Stair, 2 full blocks, stair against that, 4 full blocks. And from here, everything is just going to be filled with stairs again, as we have done before. So you go to the last full block that you placed, place a stair against it, and continue around your existing build with stair blocks. And the same thing on the other side. Okay, you should end up with something like this now. And now there's only a few spruce blocks left here until we have our acacia rim already. So we have just done this layer here. So on the next one we have full block, full block, full block, full block. That is everything. So we're going to do that. On the first 2 blocks here, fill it up with full blocks. The next one over as well. And the same thing on the back. Okay. Now only these 2 spruce blocks here are left. And we have the nice curved shape of the boat created, as you can see right here. And put it here and there. Okay, that's all you're going to need for the spruce at the moment. Now we're going to create the nice acacia rim around the whole thing. Okay, so this part is a bit tricky because we have stairs here and there, but not everywhere. And well, I don't know, you can change this up if you don't like it, but I think this created the most organic looking curved shape. So I'm going to show you what I did right here. So we're going to well, place acacia blocks here on top of the existing spruce ones. It's always a stair in the inner block and then followed by a wood block to the outside. So just like that, stair here and the vertical wood block like this. Same thing one below. Do the same thing on both sides, obviously. And you end up with something like this. You can do the same thing on the front as well. Stairs here. And the wood blocks next to it. Okay, next put a slab here on top of this block and a stair, an upside down stair onto this block. Move up to the, well, upper side again. On top of the wood block, place a stair in this direction and a wood against it again. Same thing on the other side. Slab here, stair here, stair on top of the wood block and wood block against the stair block. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side of the ship. Okay. Okay, next up, take your stair and place one on the spruce block below the outer acacia stair that we have just placed. Facing upwards like this. and place one against it so it curves around, and place some slabs on top. And then we're going to continue this stair, one further in that direction, one out facing this direction, and another one like that. So it curves around nicely like this. And from here on, we are going to fill everything with the wood blocks all the way to the back, where we are going to do exactly the same thing. Place a stair like that, place two slabs on top, another stair to this direction, bend it outwards and bend it over again, and connect it with the wood here. Do the same thing on the other side. And with this, the outer part of the ship itself is done. Okay, perfect. Next up, we're going to fill everything in here. So we're going to have the floor to walk on, and also a nice little storage space down here. If you want to have that, you can put everything you want down there, beds, or your little base even if you want it. There's actually quite a lot of space down here. And to start, we're going to fill up everything a bit with stairs here. So you have this structure at the moment, and here for the two parts here you have a slab, a stair. We're going to finish that up with a second stair here, and 1, 2, 3, a third stair right here. And here below the dragon head we're going to place a stair facing this direction here, and 2 vertical wood blocks below that stair. Next up, place spruce blocks below these 2 stairs right here, and a spruce stair in between, and then just 3 spruce stairs down below. That's a tongue twister. 3 spruce stairs, wow. And here, the lower part of these 3 stairs is actually your, well, floor level, which is nice because it is spawn proof, because it is the lower part of the block. And you could essentially just fill up everything with spruce slabs just like that. And you obviously want to do the same thing back here as well. Okay, now you have filled in the whole floor, and that looks a bit funny, right? Now we want to add the mast for the sail and also the trapdoors here to get into the belly of the ship. For this, you're going to have to find the center block of this. So your rim here of the stripped acacia wood, that is an uneven number. So find the center, which should be, if you count 11 from that block out here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 12, this should be your center block. Move here to the center as well, just like that. That should be the center. Let's check that. So this is the center, 11 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect. Okay, so here you're going to punch a hole there, and you're just going to connect from the bottom part of the ship up to here. Let's just leave it like that for now, so we can count upwards after that. And yeah, now you want to punch out the holes where you want to have your trapdoors to go into the belly. And how I like to do it is just have one block gap in between your mast and your trapdoors. Have the first trapdoor here. You can just have one if you want. You can place your trapdoors wherever you like. But what I think looks nice is having 3 trapdoors just like that right here. And you can face them in that direction or in that direction, whatever you like better. And have the same thing here on the other side as well. Not down there, up here. And yeah, you have that. And if you actually want to make that functional, you will have to add spruce blocks here. And also add your ladder, so you can go up and down here onto that block. And now you can go down into the belly of the ship. And as you can see, there's actually quite a lot of space down here. And what you can do is just have, well, barrels down here, have a crafting table, maybe even with a barrel there, or whatever you like. You can have beds and furnaces, or whatever you like. You can have your whole base down here if you want to. Let me show you what I did with, well, not like this, what I did on my design, because I wanted to have it feel more cramped down there. I filled up the whole thing, well, actually, there's just nothing behind that. I filled up everything like this with barrels and just have nothing there. So it feels like, well, there's not a lot of space because it is essentially a very small ship. But feel free to be creative and create your base in there if you want to, or just leave it empty if it's just a decorational ship that you just want to have in your harbor somewhere. Okay, next up let's create the mast, and that is exactly 16 blocks above the block that we have just placed down there. So grab your stripped acacia wood again, and let's add 16 blocks on top of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And on top of that, so we don't forget it, let's put 3 acacia fences. Okay, now when it comes to the sail, I like to have it diagonal like this and also diagonal like this, so it just, well, looks like the whole thing is a bit moving, or it just gives more depth to the whole thing. You can obviously also just create a plain sail like this, which I think is a bit boring, but the positive thing about that is that you can just have like a design on there easier. But well, that actually does not look good. Let's punch a few holes in there so it just looks a bit more, I don't know, weathered. Yeah, no. Well, but if you wanted to, you could just do it like that. But I'm going to show you how to build a diagonal sail like this. So for this, you're going to, well, we're going to create this pole up here first, which is divided into segments of 3, 5 segments of 3, and the first one starts here on the 3rd block from the top of your mast. So 1, 2, 3, so right here. Wow, that glitched out of me. And we're going to use the horizontal blocks just like that. And so now it's important that you build it on the right side, right? So this is the front of the ship, so obviously on the same side of the mast there. Go up 1, out 1, so these are temporary blocks. Let's make temporary blocks out of wool so we don't get confused. Put the next 3 here and go up and to the front again. 1, 2, 3. So let's get rid of the temporary blocks. That is this part. And on the other side, go down 1 and go back 1. 1, 2, 3. Down and back. 1, 2, 3. Let's remove the temporary blocks. And there you have your diagonal pole. And as you can see, I use a fence gate, an open fence gate here, below the pole. So it looks like the sail is attached like that. I think this looks actually quite nice. So let's put fence gates below every single one of these wood blocks and open them into the direction where the sail is going to be, so to the front. And the last piece is here. Perfect. And now you can add your sail wool pieces to the front of these fence gates. And for the design I used, we're going to start with the colored wool block on the outer block and then just switch them out as you go. So we're going to start with a red wool, then a white wool, red wool again, then the white wool, red wool, white wool, and just go along the whole thing like this, and make sure not to mess up your fence gates. That one I messed up as well. Okay, so let's first create the full sail and then texture it a bit. We are going to want to have 9 wool blocks down, so this is the first one there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're going to fill up everything like that. Okay, now you should have a sail looking like this, and this looks boring. Well, it's not that bad, but we are going to punch out a few of the bottom blocks here just to make it look a bit weathered and a bit, well, torn is the right word, right? A bit torn down here. And yeah, that just looks way better, I think. So just punch out a few. Doesn't really matter which one it is. Not too many of them though. Like this maybe. I mean, you can essentially just punch out whatever you like, but if you want to copy exactly what I have, well, yeah, go ahead and do that. And now if we just remove the temporary blocks we had down here, we can actually see that the ship is complete. And now if you want to add those banners here, what I did is just here on the stripped acacia wood, start on the second one, and then you can place banners all the way back there to the second to last one. Everything here in between you can fill with your banners. And as I've shown you in the beginning, you can go crazy with that and add all kinds of crazy banner designs down here. Or just don't do it, because the ship also looks mighty fine without that. And also banners lag out the server. If you're playing on a server, that is. And yeah, as I said in the beginning, try different colors for the sails, try different wood blocks here. Especially now that we have several wood types with the nether woods and stuff, you can create a blue ship or a purple ship. And yeah, stuff like that. Go crazy with it. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it was helpful to you. If it was, leave a comment down below and tell me what you want me to show to you next. That's a sentence. Yeah, if you want to see more like this, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to my channel. And with that said, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye. That looks really funny, having the whole armada of flying ships up there in the air.